What's up, you guys? It's your boy Next back with another video. Today's video, we're going to talk about your friends can make or break your life. So, I'm back on my journey, giving y'all all my life lessons that I know. But so I'm gonna start out. I'm gonna start out on a positive note. How when you choose the right friends, how your life could turn out. So before I became a teacher and all that, and I was working at that fucking performing arts school, I was on some, like YN shit before that, right? And I ended up coming in contact with some great people. My friend Jersey and David. I talked about them in previous videos. Yeah, some of my subscribers know, but basically they showed me a life that was completely different than the one I was living, and they was able to inspire me to do more and to become more, to evolve in every kind of way in life, spiritually, mentally. So having the right friends can do a lot for you. I'm not saying purposely, seek people who's doing amazing. It's hard to explain it. I'm not saying just every successful person you meet try to become friends with them. No, but I am saying that the company you keep determines the type of life you're probably gonna live. So as I started to hang out with them, I started to work with them, started to make money with them. I ended up making some decent money, meeting a lot of, wealthy people that was doing very well in life. It was very inspirational. But that's only because I changed my circle. I was hanging out with a bunch of dudes that was just on some YN shit, cliche hood shit, always trying to sell gas, serve, always on the block, just wanna, I remember one day I was on the block. I had a bottle. What did I have? I had a bottle of Ciroc, probably like a zip of gas. I was serving at the time, and like we just sitting there, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, nobody doing nothing. We just sitting there laughing. What you laughing about when you broke? You know, the company I kept, it was cool to do that with the company I was hanging out with. So that's what I was doing. I didn't even realize that I was messing up my life. I was going down a long, terrible road. And a lot of people don't realize it. They hang out with the wrong people. Next thing you know, you blink your eyes, 5, 10, 15 years pass. Now you 35 years old, starting at square one. But if you would have changed the company you keep, you would have been in a better position. And I know specifically in the black community, people talk about, oh, you switched up on your day ones, you switched up on your day ones. I don't abide by that mentality. Like, let's say you grew up with somebody, but as y'all, you turn 18 and you trying to get your life together. You working, you got a job, you trying to do things the legal way, you trying to be a responsible adult. But your best friend growing up, he just doing the wrong thing, always getting into trouble, blah blah blah. You can't hang out with him all the time. You a grown man. Maybe you got kids now. Some people have kids at a young age. You trying to get your life together. You can't hang out with them. But people like that would say you switched up on them. I got old homeboys and cousins and all that say I switched up on them to this day, because I don't really be talking to them like that. Or when I was living in New York, I stopped going to the block and hanging out, going to parties every weekend and all that shit. They basically trying to dim your light. You know, like I say in all my videos, people want you to do good, but as soon as you start to catch up to them or even past them, they gonna start to talk down on you. And the black community, we have that is one of our biggest toxic traits: crab in a barrel mentality. Oh, you can't get up, I'm gonna pull you right back down. Or what you doing that for? What's the point? Like when I first started teaching hip hop dance and drums and shit, I remember one of my homeboys was like, "Why you doing that? That shit ass." He just said it. He wasn't even joking. He just was like, "That shit ass." I ain't gonna lie. And then he pulled out a little wad of cash, maybe like three bands in 20s. You know, he was like, "Yeah, I'm getting this money right now." Try to flex on me. And I remember I was sitting there. I'm like, "Damn, I'm trying to do something positive instead of, you know, running around being a statistic the whole time." They gonna try to down what you do, and you got to get away from these people. Your friends will make or break your life. It's so many examples I could give. If you're around somebody that's always trying to down your dreams, you know, little boy you in a way, make themselves seem better. People that act have in the comment section. I got a question for my viewers for this video. Have you ever had a friend that when y'all alone, y'all the best of friends? Y'all just dope as hell. You know, the friendship is the greatest. And as soon as y'all get around people, that's when they start to act different. I ran into plenty of people like that, and I know other people has. You know, people like that. If you act different around people, then you're not really my friend. You just, maybe you want to be, but you're not really my friend, because a real friend act the same no matter who you around. You could be around some bad bitches, you know, niggas start acting weird when bitches around. But you could be around some bad bitches. You could be around some normal people, or whatever. I'm still gonna treat my homeboys the same. I'm not gonna try to play them. You could joke around. I'm not saying be on no sensitive shit. Oh, you can't joke on me, but there's a limit to it, and a lot of people cross that limit. And sometimes it's hard to really point that out, because people mask it with jokes. Oh, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. You know, people say that all the time, and I know some of y'all went through it, because I done did some consultations with some of y'all, and y'all was talking to me about situations just like this. But your friends will make or break your life. I promise you. This is just a quick video. I just wanted to talk about this because this topic has been on my mind because of various situations I've been in recently. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you had a friend like this that acted different in front of when y'all was around people, you know, or specifically when y'all was around girls. How did you respond? How should you respond next time? It's a learning experience. You go through it once time. If you learn your mistake, you won't have to, you know. I'm in this video saying this. When it come down to making new friends, if you have a gut feeling about someone that they're not right, and that you keep having that gut feeling, you know, don't just chalk it up to paranoia or that person's joking or whatever it is. Because every time I ever been around somebody and I had that feeling, that gut feeling that something ain't right, nah, he fake, nah, this, that, and the third, you know, it always came back to bite me. That person would betray me somehow. All types of various situations that I talked about in previous videos, you know, where friends backstabbed me, either stole from me or snuck me, you know, all types of shit. So yeah, I'm gonna end this video right here, but let me know what you think in the comments. I'm back. Thank you for leaving a comment on the video that I just posted like 30 minutes ago. I saw y'all, so thank you for leaving comments talking about y'all miss me and stuff. I missed y'all too. Love you guys. Peace.